was a salute to the fans or not, but we had a 3 abreast there. But I'm going to give you the lineup real quick, as we've got Luke Feedback on the pole with Aaron Moran outside, and Tim Carrick, Dean Willie on the second row, Blaine Nolker, and Chris Giles on the third row, Nick Pence and Jake Richards on the fourth row, Jeff James, Alan Halderman, then Jimmy Winkler, Jimmy Dow, and Terry Schultz. And joining me on the call here is going to be Jacob Ebert, the winner of the B-Mod A main race. Good run, Jacob. Man, that was some close racing out there.
Yeah, it was a fun race, one of the funner ones of the year. It just kind of took too long.
I guess you had to use a lot of patience there. I'm trying to remember. There was somebody leading for a while till you took over.
Yeah, it was, Aaron Morant was leading. I think he led about 15 laps or 12 or something like that, and then he slipped up and pushed a little bit on the top, and we got underneath him, and about 10 restarts later, we got it.
Yeah. Now you've got a little experience in this A-Mod class this year. You've been running a few of these, so what do you think is going to happen here? Is the track looking pretty good, or is it going to be slick, or what?
Yeah, the track's the best I've seen it down here this year, and it's going to be a heck of a race, I guarantee you.
We're about ready to go. The yellow light's off, and they're going to turn them loose, and they do. That looks like Jimmy Winkler tied up down here in turn 4 as he got up next to one of the tires. And we got one smoking really bad. I'm sure he's going to pull off. That is the 3 of Chris Giles. If he don't, he may be laying some oil or something down.
Looks like he's about to have a motor go.
Because, Jacob, that don't look like anything coming on the header. That looks like it's coming out the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, it does. That doesn't look good at all.
Yeah.
I just now noticed that old Schultz is in the back. That'll be a good to see him come up through the field.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm speaking without really looking at the record, but weren't you the points champion down at CMS in the B-Mods?
Yes, we were.
Man, now that is quite an accomplishment. I mean, tough racetrack, tough field of cars down there. You got to really be proud of this year that you've had. How many feature wins have you had this year?
Tonight was our 13th win of the season, which is kind of weird because it's kind of Halloween, so 13 and all that fun stuff. So.
Never really thought of it that way, but I guess you're right. But now these couple of times, I don't know how many it was exactly, that you stepped up to the A-Mod class. How much difference is that running that B-Mod class from running in the B-Mod?
Yeah, it's a world of difference. The horsepower there is just it's crazy how fast these things really go, and when you put the pedal down, it throws you back in the seat. And the B-Mod's kind of a momentum class, and you can pretty much run wide open for 3/4 of the lap. But it's
okay. If you were in this race, let's pretend here. If you were in this race, from what you've seen so far of the racing tonight, what part of the track would you be looking to run on?
I'd probably be middle to the bottom. With the car that we had, the top side, it didn't really like it, so we'd probably be right in the middle, about where Feedback's been running. Yeah. It looks like that's the best spot on the track right now.
Okay, once again, your lineup here is going to be Feedback on the pole, Aaron Moran outside, looks like Tim Carrick, Dean Willie on that second row, Blaine Nolker, Chris Giles, Nick Pierce, Jake Richards, Jeff James, Alan Halderman, Jimmy Winkler, Jimmy Dowell, and Terry Schultz in the back, and we are underway again. Feedback leading down the back straightaway. Carrick looked like he was going to get under him, but couldn't make it stick. And once again, Feedback, your leader. Morant and Willie run for that third spot. Now Morant's going to get it away from Dean Willie. Feedback still your leader. Moran up around the top. Looks like he wants to take second place away from Tim Carrick. Moran on the outside, Carrick down on the bottom. Moran just can't get enough momentum through that corner. And he will that time. Carrick right back on the bottom again. Meanwhile, feedback. Well, Jacob, we were just sitting here kind of discussing this. I'm going to ask you on camera, what's your opinion of these side-by-side starts?
Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. If you're coming through a pack, it's good. But if you're third or fifth, usually you're hung out to dry for a lap or two. So all depends.
Once again, your leader, feedback. Aaron Moran. And boy, Willie is going to stick his nose in there. And feedback is I don't know, Jacob. I can't tell for sure, but I think he's lost power. What do you think?
I don't know. He showed a little bit of spark going into one, and ever since then, it just kind of shut off. Dean Willie had a little bit of smoke come out, too, right before the caution.
Well, looks like the tires are up, so it's not the tires.
There's a dry shaft.
Oh, my. Feedback throws the drive shaft. Well, I guess that's one way to end your season.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to reline them again. We'll be back here in just a minute. Well, Jacob, when you're running a race like this, I guess by this point in the race, you pretty well know what your car can do and can't do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess you kind of got to decide, just more or less hold your position. Or
yeah, I mean, you just got to do what you can with what you got and adjust the brake bias as best you can and hope that nobody's faster.
Okay, it's going to be Morant. Looks like Carrick, Willie, Schultz. That's your top four. Carrick's going to fall back to that fourth position after being up there right on the tail end of the leader now. Dean Willie up into that second spot. Terry Schultz into third. Carrick fourth. Chris Giles in fifth. Aaron Moran, about a 2 to 3 car length lead over Dean Willie. Willie with just about the same amount of lead over Terry Schultz. The white flag comes out. Aaron Moran now, just one more circuit. Schultz just about up over the cushion down there between 1 and 2, but it looks like it's going to be Aaron Moran, Dean Willie, Terry Schultz, Tim Carrick, and Chris Giles That's going to be your A main here for the A mods, and I believe that is going to be win number 2 for Aaron Moran. I believe he won last week and wins again here tonight in the B mod, or in the A mods. Broke in the B mods and was leading it.
I don't think they threw the checkered on that. I think they threw the yellow flag first.
Oh,
they're making it do it. Green, white, checkered.
We're going to do a green, white, checkered?
Looks like it. Wow.
Well, I didn't even see what the yellow light was for.
They had a couple spinners over here in 1 and 2.
Ah.
This might get interesting.
Well, it's interesting, I think, that you're seeing almost 3 different lines of racing here, because Morant is right up on the cushion. Willie's running right through the middle of the track, and Schultz is kind of doing both.
He's
up, down,
over.
Bottom, everywhere.
He's trying anything he can.
Aaron Moran in an Allen chassis. I'm not sure what Dean Willie runs, but I'm thinking Schultz is in a GRT, if I remember right now. He had a good run down at Humboldt there last weekend. Made it into that A main. 1,500 to start. Jacob, what do you?
That's
that'd
crazy
be nice,
money.
wouldn't it?
That's crazy money.
I didn't really look at the final standings to see how that thing ended,
I
but
didn't get
still.
to see it either. No, there's a couple of local boys that made it in, which was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Mark Dodson on the pole.
Yeah.
Yellow's out. We're going to go green flag racing once more. Aaron Morant, your leader. Dean Willie in second. Schultz in third. Schultz is going to get a jump up into that second spot as he gets by Willie on the top. We've got another yellow flag. I'm not sure what the call is. Oh, we've got one. We've got one sitting over there off the top of turn 1. I think that is the, can't make it out.
15, K15, I believe.
Yeah, K15. K151, Jimmy Dowell. That must be what it is, Jimmy Dowell.
There it is.
Well, we're going to make it here yet. They're going to line them up again, and then we'll be right back. Okay, yellow flag's out. I presume we're still going to do green, white, checkered, not
I think so.
Green, checkered. Here we go. Schultz doesn't get that good run he had that first time. Aaron Moran with a commanding lead out of turn 4. Puts it up on the hill, and we'll take the white flag. Dean Willie in second. Terry Schultz third. Carrick in fourth. Giles in fifth. And it looks like it's going to be Aaron Moran, Dean Willie, Terry Schultz, Tim Carrick, and Chris Giles.
That was a good race.
Well, Jacob, he hung in there and hung on to it.
Kind of left him at the end there.
I wouldn't want to say an absolutely slick track, but
it's getting pretty slick. Probably be a bottom groove only for the sprint cars coming up.
But what looks like might be our last A-Mod race for the year, not only here at Valley, but for all the racers and everybody in Kansas City. It looks like Aaron Moran is going to be the winner. They're sure checking out the back of that. I don't know if he's got a fender bent under or what's going on.
Yeah, it's a tough break for feedback.
Yeah.
Throwing a drive shaft.
Well, Jacob, I appreciate your help, buddy, here for the A main. And like I say, congratulations again on the B-Mod.
Thank you.
Win there earlier on. And
kind of don't want the season to end now.
I imagine with 13 wins, you want, when you get something going like that, you just want to keep on going.
That's right.
But thanks again, Jacob, and we're going to wind it up here. Once again, your winner, Aaron Morant, for the A-Mods here at Valley Speedway. Okay, Cody Baker with a flat left rear goes into the pits. And here we go again. And Morgan jumps out to the lead again. Mitchell Moore up on that top side back there. 99, I believe, of Corey Wyatt. Right now, him and Mitchell Moore are battling for that second place. And we've got another yellow flag as one of them has pulled up on the infield. Okay, yellow lights out once again. Chris Morgan, now Mitchell Moore up out on that outside front row. Then the 99 of Corey Wyatt. Chad Ty, then Andy Helm, Chris Evans, Jay Russell, or John Hem, Bill Nolker, Jay Russell, and Casey Baker. That's going to be about your first 10 cars. And we're under green again. And we got, I think that is Casey Baker as she gets up over a wheel. Not a real fast accident, but a bunch of them tied together there as they were going into turn one. I'm pretty sure that was Casey Baker. Like I say, looked like she just went up over a wheel. She's out of the car.
That's that girl again.
Looks like she might be a little upset or something. No. Now she's laying down on the track and they're tending to her. We'll see. Okay, we're going to try and start the last race of the year again. I think this is the third restart. Chris Morgan, Mitchell Moore on that front row. Corey Wyatt, Chad Ty on that second row. Andy Helm, Chris Evans on the third row. Chris Morgan out to that early lead. Chris Morgan jumps up to that top side there for a bit. Looks like he is going to hug that bottom through 1 and 2. Jumps up to the top through 3 and 4. 99 of Corey Wyatt in second place. He's from Springfield, Illinois. Guys are acting like this track is really slick. Corner speeds are way down, in particular through 1 and 2. Track starts to get strung out here just a little bit. Once again, Chris Morgan, your leader. Second spot is Corey Wyatt. Mitchell Moore, two-time winner here at Valley. Chad Ty. I believe it's Josh Richards in that 5th spot. Wyatt's going to close to within about 4 car lengths of the leader. He goes up top now through 1 and 2. Not much left down in 1 and 2 to get off the corner. Now he's up to 2 car lengths. Up behind the leader now, up beside him almost through 1 and 2. They come off of 1 and 2. Chris Morgan, Corey Wyatt. Morgan's going to get tied up with a lap car. It squeaks under him, hangs on to that lead. Wyatt tries the bottom and slides up across turn 4. Just cannot get a run off that corner. Another lap car. Morgan goes around the bottom. Once again, Wyatt looking to the outside. Just no track to get a hold of. Morgan gets around. Another lap car shoots down the back straightaway and once again up to the top of turns 3 and 4. The 2 leaders have opened up almost a straightaway length lead over 3rd place, Mitchell Moore. Coming up on a big pack of lap cars there now. This could be interesting. We got a yellow flag as looks like Josh Richards goes up and over the bank there in 3 and 4, and he was running in that 4th or 5th spot. That'll put him to the back of the field now. Well, the leader pulls off, still down in the hot lane. That's going to turn that lead over now to Corey Wyatt, Mitchell Moore in 2nd, Chad Ty 3rd, and the 1P, Curtis Evans in that 4th spot. And the green flag comes out. Moore and Wyatt run down that front straightaway. It's going to be the 99 of Wyatt. Wyatt's still your leader. Moore in 2nd. Chad Ty 3rd. That's John Helm in 4th with Curtis Evans in that 5th spot. Two leaders pull away from 3rd place. Wyatt in the lead. Mitchell Moore in 2nd. Not sure if the leader burned off a right rear or what's going on, but looked like they were looking at the right rear tire over there in that hot lane. Moore right up to the rear bumper, looks to the inside, but man, there is just nothing there to pass on. The track has really slicked off, of course, with these guys with no wings. And all that horsepower, they've got to really treat it easy. Ty hanging with him up there. He's within striking distance. Moore goes to the bottom to see if there's anything there, and there's not. Boy, he loses a ton of ground. That lets Chad Ty get up beside him as they go through 3 and 4. Now Ty is going to take over second spot. Corey Wyatt from Springfield, Illinois, still your leader. There's the white flag for the leader. One more lap, folks. Only one more lap left in this 2011 season. And it looks like Wyatt, Corey Wyatt, is going to be your winner with Chad Ty second, Mitchell Moore third, John Helm fourth, and Curtis Evans is going to come home in that 5th spot. Once again, your winner here in the sprint class at Valley Speedway for the last night of the season here for 2011. Corey Wyatt from Springfield, Illinois. Guy makes a long haul in here and takes home the extra money. But folks, that's going to wrap it up for 2011 here for the racing season in the Kansas City area. This is Mike Kraft for Cheeseworks Videos. Hope you all have enjoyed your time with us this year. And we'll be all looking forward to seeing you again at another track and the opening of the season for 2012 next year. Everybody have a good year and take care.